Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Today is January the 31st of 2026. Unbelievable. And my name is Ali Bubu Alonso. Ali Bubu Alonso. That means that my land is a holy land. And I have come to accept that as reality because I know it's the truth. And given that that's where my ancestors are from and where I'm from, I am of the opinion that it is the best. Welcome to the program. This is the new arrangement for the Indigenous Peoples of Nigeria in alliance with NINAS. The new arrangement for the Indigenous Peoples of Nigeria in alliance to NINAS today. So I'm coming up here today to read an open letter to everyone involved. We are talking about our president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I'm talking to the political leaders, religious and traditional leaders across Nigeria. I am also calling on the international community and the partners in global stability. So we are here at this defining moment in our history, one that calls for honesty, courage, and moral clarity. Nigeria, as presently arranged, is under immense strain. There is insecurity, economic instability, social fragmentation, and democratic fatigue everywhere. These are symptoms of structural imbalance that decades of so-called reforms have failed to correct. Managing these symptoms without addressing their root cause has left us perpetually unstable and our people increasingly disillusioned. In alignment with the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, NINAS, the new arrangement for the Indigenous Peoples of Nigeria was conceived not as an act of defiance, but as a principled and responsible effort to propagate and strengthen the call for renegotiation of Nigeria. This new arrangement is an indigenous-led, lawful and non-violent framework to renegotiate coexistence based on justice, consent, equity, and self-governance. It seeks to replace the imposed structural political structures that generate instability without voluntary union, accountability, and lack of people-driven self-determination. We know that NINAS provides the implementation pathway to make this vision a reality. So through NINAS, indigenous peoples are organized by their original nations and regions and not by imposed administrative units. This structure allows each people to seek with clarity, legitimacy, and unity. NINAS advances a bottom-up process anchored on civic education, census building, and international law, ensuring that self-determination is expressed peacefully, lawfully, and transparently. Central to this implementation is the pursuit of lawful referendum, conducted in line with democratic principles and international norms. These referendums give indigenous peoples the right to decide freely without coercion how they wish to be governed and how they choose to relate with each other. This process does not separate or cause disunity, rather, it restores choice, which is the foundation of any legitimate political arrangement. So, to the President, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and the Nigerian political leaders, leadership at this junction is not about preserving inherited structures at all costs. It is about having the foresight to recognize when arrangement has outlived its usefulness and the courage to facilitate a peaceful transition into something better that can serve our people. NINAS offers a lawful nonviolent roadmap away from the permanent crisis management and towards sustainable nation building, one that history will remember as a statesmanship, not as a surrender. To our religious leaders and traditional leaders, you guys are the custodian of conscience and community trust. Your role in this moment is indispensable. The new arrangement is not a rejection of unity, faith, or coexistence. Rather, it is a pathway to justice, that reduces conflict, restores dignity, and allows community to flourish. Supporting a truthful renegotiation of coexistence is an act of moral leadership. To our international community, Nigeria's instability affects far more than its borders, impacting regional security, migration patterns, energy markets, and global peace. NINAS is not a call for chaos, but rather an order through lawful self-determination. When you support this process, which aligns with international principles and represent an investment in long-term stability rather than endless humanitarian intervention, life will be better for all. So this is the pathway from chaos to order, from forced dependency to productive nations, from extraction to innovation, from conflict to cooperation. The new arrangement for indigenous people of Nigeria does not seek to dismantle the world, rather it seeks to reorder coexistence correctly, enabling each indigenous peoples to govern responsibly, manage resources sustainably, preserve culture, and engage the global community as a contributor and not a liability. Through this reset, our people will move from survival to significance, because when nations are free, they build. When people are respected, they contribute. And when the arrangements are just, the world benefits. This letter is an open invitation for dialogue, to have the courage to do right so that history will remember us in a good light. Thank you. This is your sister, Alibo Alonso. We'll be back next week with more.